fundamentals of filming and editing video. So by a quick show of hands, how many of you have ever been in a classroom where you were assigned to make a video for a project? Okay, so if you have been, you quickly learn by watching your fellow classmates present their videos that the videos that are unedited are extremely hard to watch, and their grade usually reflects that. But so basically, unedited video is usually filled with a camera that's shaky, it's riddled with errors, there's just a lot of cleanup that can be done. And editing video is a lot more basic than you might think. So today, I'm going to show you the basics of preparing and filming a video, the basics of using video editing software, and lastly, how to add some special effects to your video. Okay, so before you just grab your camera and start filming, so you want to have a few things in mind. First, I highly recommend you storyboard your video. A storyboard is basically just a piece of paper that you draw with a bunch of boxes on it, and in each scene you just want to draw like a basic rundown of what you're going to be filming. So say for an example you have a scene of two people talking. From one square you'll have maybe one guy walked up to the next square you'll have a zoom in of another guy's face, and so on and so on. This just makes the filming process much easier and makes it just go by a lot more smooth. Okay, so once you're storyboarded and you kind of have an idea of what you want to film, you're just going to need a basic recording device. You don't really need an actual video camera. Any cell phone or iPod, anything with a camera that works. Just make sure that your device has a USB connection that can plug into your computer. And also, when you plug it into your computer, you want to make sure on your device that USB mass storage is turned on. USB mass storage allows you to transfer media from one device to another. Okay, so for time purposes, I had already uploaded my footage to my computer. I highly recommend that you designate a certain folder for all the clips that you upload, and you drag them into one folder to keep them in one spot. It's a lot more simple. And lastly, when you're filming, you kind of want to include a wide variety of shots in your film. Sometimes, if you just have like one angle the whole 2 minutes or whatever, the video can get stale. So you kind of want to mix it up with a couple zooms and pans and all that. So once you upload your footage to your computer, like I said, you want to designate it into a folder, and basically you're ready to import it into your video software. So I'm going to use iMovie today because it's a very user-friendly software, and it's pretty similar to Windows Movie Maker, which is another free software on PCs. So to start, you're just going to go to File, New Project, and just create it. And if you want, you can add a title, and you just drag it to the bottom. You can just pick a design. I'll just put demo speech. And then you can, by double clicking it, you can adjust how much time you want the title to be. 3 seconds is pretty standard. Okay, so now you're ready to import your footage that you have filmed. So you're going to go to File, Import, Movies, and you're going to go to your desktop and you're going to click the folder you created that has all your footage in it. And you're just going to import it, and it's going to import all of them at once. Should only take about a minute or so. So in iMovie, all of the footage that you import is going to be at the top of your screen right here. That's basically all your raw footage, and you're just going to want to drag it down below to where your project is. Okay, so me and my friend, we made a quick video of basically just like a little shootout in my house, Okay, so basically you just want to drag the whole clip down here. Like I said, the raw footage is up top, and down here is where you're going to do your editing. So when you edit, basically the most basic form of editing is trim editing. So you want to trim the very beginning and the very end of each scene, because a lot of the times you're just standing there not doing anything. Like for example, I don't start walking for a second, and then towards the end, the camera goes off me. So you want to click and drag what you want to cut off, and delete. So far, you have that. Okay, and you just do that again with your next clip. You drag it down below here, and you're just going to do basic trim editing like I said. So the 2 seconds before and the second afterwards. See, this one we messed up, but you don't have to make a whole new thing. You can just trim that out. Bam. And this, you just pretty much do this on and on until you're done for the first part of the editing. This sometimes can be a little tedious, but it only takes a good minute or so, and it's definitely worth it. And just one more scene. Okay, so basically, this is just a basic editing of us trimming, like I said. I got rid of a lot of the simple errors, but really there's no pizzazz yet, you know? It's not really a finished product. Now I'm just going to show you how to add a few special effects. So for my special effects, I basically just want to add a muzzle flash when I shoot and a gunshot. So to find these effects, you're just going to open up your browser. I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, but you're just going to go to Google and you're going to search in muzzle flash, gunshot, and it's a pretty simple download. And I recommend putting those downloads into another folder as well. I labeled mine effects. So to add a muzzle flash, you're just going to import your document. Okay, I've got like a minute left. And it will show up here with your raw footage. So it's basically pretty simple. All you're going to do is you're going to grab your muzzle flash and you're going to drag it on top of your footage down here to where you want it to be. So you want to scrub down here, and you want to wait until you do the motion where you shoot the gun, right there. And then you're going to click Picture Inside Picture. This will make the muzzle flash transparent. So you're just going to move it over your gun, and you're going to resize it, like so. And then finally, you're going to add the gunshot sound. So you're going to go to your effects. I downloaded one right here, and you're just going to drag it on top of when you shoot. Basically. So now, well, you get the idea. So basically next you're just going to go to File, Share, and Export. Basically, you're not going to be able to see the effect until you export it, because for some reason it just kind of buffers when you're on iMovie. But exporting your film is just the last step, and basically just renders all the file, it shrinks it, and makes it finally able to share. Exporting takes around a minute depending on the length of your film. And other than that, you just kind of want to go through it a few more times before you export it and check for audio errors, video errors, and just things that you don't want to leave in because it will reflect your grade. So overall today I taught you how to prepare and film a video. Today I taught you how to use basics on iMovie. And lastly, I taught you how to download and use some special effects. And I hope that you can apply some of the information you learned today and apply it to a project in the future and hopefully get a better grade. Thank you.
Good. Thank you.